But am I hot and am I oily? Yes. Good morning. What's up guys, it's your girl Books with Bonnie and I am back with another effing video. Today is the start of a new vlog, a bookish vlog. I've been vlogging mostly on my other channel, so it's nice to come into the book space and vlog a little bit. So let's talk a little bit before we do too much. Okay, so the first couple of things I wanted to kind of go over is what I'm reading for the week. So I have The Coldest Winter Ever. No, The Coldest Winter. I keep saying The Coldest Winter Ever because that's the title of Sister Soldier's book. And yeah, that was a throwback that I haven't finished yet, so I keep confusing the two. But this is The Coldest Winter by Brittany Cherry and baby, I do not know what the hell is going on with me in this book. It has taken me a month to read this book, and I have soft DNF'd it probably twice in the last month, and I don't know why. This is going to be very scattered. I'm letting y'all know right now. I like the storyline so far. I literally have like a few chapters to finish it, but I do not know why it took me so long to read this book. I do not know why I was just like, eh. I know I was super busy. I know I was all over the place, but that's no excuse to take a whole month to read one book. And it's not like I didn't like it. That's what's so confusing, because I'm like, I DNF books I'm not vibing with, but I was vibing with this the whole time. It's weird. But anywho, The Coldest Winter is by Brittany Cherry, and it's basically about a girl. Her name is Starlet or Star. We're just gonna call her Star for the video. And she's a perfectionist. She lost her mother really young, and her way of kind of helping her dad through that process is being very much like her mother. So she's going to school, she wants to be a teacher, she's in college. She had a very set plan to stay on the straight and narrow, right? But then her boyfriend of so many years ended up cheating on her, and she said, you know what? I am done with him. He's no good. He's messing up my plan. Not, oh, he broke my heart, but oh, he's messing up my plan to be married at a certain age and have kids at a certain age. So she has a wild night with a friend with this guy, right? And no, this is not a spoiler because it happens like within the first couple of chapters. And then some things happen. And then she ends up running into this guy later in life. She wanted it to be a one-night stand, never again kind of thing, and then he pops up again. And when I say the connection was almost immediate, baby. Okay, so that's this book that I'm reading. I just started this, like, was it last night? Night before? I don't remember. Circling Back to You. Now, I absolutely loved Donut something. I forgot the name of the second book by this author. The Donut Trap. That's what it was. I love The Donut Trap. It was so cute. And it was so, that's what I'm looking for. Realistic in the sense of like, you're doing all the things until the map is done and now you're lost. You're confused. You don't know what's next. But this one is a romance between, or correction, this is a friendship at work, co-worker at work, and they kind of mingle and dingle and perhaps a love affair, but we don't know yet. I just started. I'm only 2 chapters in, but I really, really like her writing. It's really cute and it's a vibe. Now, the other book that I am reading is a little bit of a chunkers, but I've been telling myself that I wanted to read it for a very long time, and that is The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. Okay, so randomly, I was on my Kindle and I saw it pop up and I was like, oh, I have that. I have multiple books in this series. Why haven't you started it? Now, I'm supposed to be doing nostalgic readathon or read along. I always confuse the two. So I'm also reading a Scooby-Doo book right now, and I'm probably going to finish that today. So anyway, back to The Last Magician. I have multiple books of this series, and I kept telling myself, I'm gonna read it, I'm gonna read it, I'm gonna read it. Because I was told that if you are learning to love fantasy, this was a good one to start with because it plays with magic as well as multiple timelines. So I was like, okay, I'll get it, but I have yet to read it. So your girl had to read it. So I am currently about 180 pages in, and I really like this book. I'm really digging kind of the dual timelines. I'm really digging kind of the multiverse, if you want to call it that. I love how the smallest things is shifting the story. This is a really good fantasy. Again, I haven't finished. I'm only 100 pages in, 180 pages in, so don't do the most. But yeah, I am digging it. I am in a reading zone. I'm in a reading mode. And I know that I am when I can't focus on TV. I tried to watch a show last night with my husband, and I was just kind of like, can I read? Like, I don't know if you guys have the same kind of concept, but I feel like I go into slumps for everything, and it just kind of redirects me to something else. So sometimes I don't feel like playing my video games, so I'm reading, and sometimes I'm not reading because I'm watching TV. Like, it just shifts a lot. And because I'm waking up earlier to work out, it's easier to kind of start my day with like reading or playing a video game or something after my shower and workout. So today's agenda isn't heavy. It isn't heavy at all, to be honest. My goal is to finish Scooby-Doo, and hold on, because I have that on my Libby app, which I'm currently reading through my Kindle. It's, your girl is all over the place. Hold on. So I have Scooby-Doo, and I had one other book I was going to finish today. Oh, duh, The Coldest Winter. So I have 2 books I want to finish today in between work. I don't start work for another hour or so. So I'm probably going to edit a video really quick while I have the time, because I'm supposed to release a video today. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and edit that video up real quick, and then we'll kind of go from there. What other things am I doing? Oh, I'm waiting for my sister's birthday gift to come. Funny story. So me and my sisters are getting into video games a lot more than before. I personally am a Switch girly. I realized that early on. I got a Switch sometime last year and have been falling in love with it ever since. I have so many Switch games, it's not even funny. If you ever want to know what that collection looks like, I do have a video on my other channel that you could check out. It's a little outdated because I have got a few games since then, but if you want to check out my Switch collection, you can check it out. I'll tab it or something. But I'm getting my sisters into gaming too. One of my sisters, she's really into simulation games like The Sims and stuff. So the rest of us decided to get The Sims, which has been fun. It's been a fun ride. But now my other sister wants a Nintendo Switch too. So her birthday is next week. So we're gonna get her, I personally got her a controller and some games. My other sister's getting her games, and then her boyfriend is getting her the actual system. So more to come. But I digress. I need to charge my camera and I need to edit a video, so your girl will be back. Hi friends. I totally went to work and forgot to check back in with you guys last night, so I thought I would do that here. So what did I do? So after work, or in between work, so like breaks and lunch, I got a chance to finish up The Coldest Winter. It was all right. I feel like I enjoyed it, but not as much as I enjoyed the mixtape by Brittany Cherry. It was good, but I think I was just like mentally wanting to get it done. But I didn't want to DNF it, so I'll dive into that later. But I finished that up. I ended up cooking dinner, playing a little bit of Princess Peach, and spending the night with my hubby. We snuggled and watched The Cobbler with Adam Sandler. What am I doing right now? I am currently waiting for my stuff to upload so I can edit my video. Once again, my video is going to be late because it takes forever to transfer stuff. I literally hate waiting for things to be transferred. It's weird because like if I record on my phone, it takes forever to transition things from one place to another, but if I like record on my camera with like the memory card or whatever, things seem to be super quick. Boom, boom, boom. The thing is, it's not as convenient to have my camera as it is to record on my phone. It's just not. But anywho, what am I reading? Updates. So I have only read 2 chapters of Circling Back to You, and I don't know how I feel. about the circle. My husband picked out this book from my TBR jar and was like, babe, you need to read this. And my rule is either read the book or I unhaul it. So that TBR jar is really aggressive and I'm aware of that. But I have a lot of books. I am currently reading The Last Magician. Where the hell did dragon come from? So I'm reading The Last Magician. I have no idea how far I am. I just switched to audiobook when I was cooking. And of course, as soon as I get the book, somebody is requesting the book that I'm reading, but whatever. I'm on 53% of this book. Don't ask me what chapter that is. I have no idea. They don't number the chapters in this book. But I realized that I had the entire series and I hadn't started the first book. So I started that like a couple of days ago over the weekend when I stayed up all night. And my husband's currently closing the door if you hear squeaking. You're fine, babe. It's a vlog anyway. Nothing too profesh. Just wrapped up work. Again, waiting for my computer to process the videos or whatever it's called when the videos transfer over. So I'm waiting for that. And I'm finishing up The Last Magician. So far for The Last Magician, I'm really liking it. I really like how they're stuck in like this part of New York and they can't get out because they'll lose their magic. So they have to like decide on what they're gonna do. But like, I am really, really loving it. And the main character and the magician kind of got a thing for each other. It's real subtle right now, but they got a thing for each other. I think this is fun. I originally got the first couple of books as a gift and I was like, okay, maybe I'll read it. A friend of mine really loved this book, so I'm gonna give it a shot. So far, I'm digging it. I'm really digging it. Okay, circling back to you. I have 3 versions of this book right now. I have it on my Kindle. I have it, the physical copy. I have a paperback. And I have, do I have the audio anymore? I don't know. Possibly the audio. I had the audio. No, that's the other book. I'm confusing the two. Okay. Sorry, y'all. It's after work. My brain is at like 20%. I have the Kindle version of this book because I got it from the Libby app. And then I have the physical copy of this book. I have the Magician physical copy and a copy on my Kindle and the audiobook from Libby on my phone. So like, again, I'm confusing the two. But these are the only 2 books I'm reading. It's taking all of me not to start another book. I get in these weird spaces where I want to start a bunch of books and then I'm down on myself because I'm reading too many books at a time and I feel like I'm not finishing books as much as I'm reading them. And I know for some people they're like, oh, you're just supposed to enjoy the reading. You're supposed to just like chill and love it. But like, I also love the sense of accomplishments and when things are done, hence why I'm always writing to-do lists and getting shit done. So, oh, I'm going to do a full-fledged video on the books that I got for my birthday. That is still on my to-do list. However, this is not necessarily a book, so I can show you guys. Jamie at Jamie Reads, I actually opened my birthday gift early, at least one of them. There was 2, and I was very curious to see what this one was because it was so flat. And I was like, oh, I know Jamie did something creative. But she got me these canvases. Canvas. She got me these canvas pictures and they were so beautiful. My sister saw them and was like, oh, I have frames for those. You need to frame those. Those are beautiful. So I wanted to show you guys and give a huge shout out to Jamie and her husband, Eddie. You guys are the most sweetest and I appreciate you so much. I cherish our friendship. You are a wonderful, amazing person that you are. I love you. I love you. I love you. Okay, enough gushing over my bestie. Here is the first one. Like, isn't that beautiful? Oh, but I can keep going. There's multiple here. There's 4. So here is the second one. And I'm sorry for the camera glare. It's like the casing is glass, but like, look how freaking beautiful that is. Ugh. Jamie, you know me so well. I have this one. It's the hair with the colors for me. It's the shading that matches literally my entire office. It's a friend. It's a friend who knows their friend, you know? Last one. come on, you can't fix your face to say that these aren't beautiful. And my sister just so happened to have some frames for them. So I'm probably gonna put them up here, like above my bookshelves, because a part of me really wanted to put like floating shelves up there to add more space, but I need these to have a home that I can look at all the time. So that is one of the best birthday gifts I got. I also got like a new controller for my Switch. I got the Princess Peach game, which I told you guys about. It's actually right here. I also got Princess Peach. And then of course I still have books from you all, from subscribers, from family, from friends, and my TBR card is now filled with them. I will be going over that stuff soon. There are some other birthday stuff that I already opened and kind of been using, so that stuff I won't probably include, but more to come. I just wanted to give you guys an update on my reading. 2 chapters into Circling Back to You. Right, let me circling back to you. Like I was saying, my husband picked it out for me to read March, but I didn't get a chance to because of hella busy. So I decided to pick it back up this month. Got it on my Kindle because I need a book that I just read at night to fall asleep to. It just helps me kind of sleep. My brain at night, that's when I'm the most creative. That's when I'm the most curious. So I'm reading stuff and I'm diving into videos and I'm just doing all the things that you should be doing throughout the day. But for some reason, my brain kicks in at night and it's like, fun, go time. But so what I'm doing now is using my Kindle to read at night. That way my husband can go to sleep and I get to read. So what I'm gonna do now is probably read a couple chapters of that, probably find a sprint because today's Tuesday. I think Jen is doing a sprint. Let me check. I haven't been active on sprints in a while, and that's mostly because I've been busy and not near my computer or any kind of device. I kind of zone out after work. But tonight I'm feeling the whole get some reading done portion. So I just finished a couple chapters of The Magician while I was cleaning, The Last Magician while I was cleaning. So now I'm just gonna read maybe 2 or 3 chapters of Circling Back to You, and then I'm gonna circle my butt back to bed because I want to hang out with my husband before we go to bed tonight. Hello again. So I am currently on 55% into The Last Magician, and I just needed to take a break. Not bad. My voice keeps going in and out. I don't know what it's doing. Call it weather changing or some sort. But we're getting to a very interesting part in the book, and I'm really vibing with it. In addition to that, I totally forgot. So shout out to one of my book girlies. We were in our Discord for our book club, and she was like, yo Bonnie, where them pages at? And I was like, yo, y'all get y'all pages from my book when I find me somebody to help edit, because I personally cannot edit my own work. I can't just go through and edit because I just end up rewriting things and never actually editing. So I need a second party to do so. But the amazing Becky Duff, I'll make sure to put her channel in the description box because she's also a content creator in the book space. But she's like, yeah girl, I got you. I can do basic, you know, editing, and it literally was the best thing. She edited my first chapter of my book, which was already released, and it had hella grammatic errors, but I was like, I'm just being brave and putting myself out here. And I mean, I just want to kind of get in the habit of releasing stuff, right? Because I kind of hoarder all my work, and she edited it. So now I get to go back, adjust the chapter with the edits for our second draft, and I'm feeling really good about that. And now I am currently working on the second chapter of my book, and I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. I'm literally just doing anything because I can. There's no rules to this. I'm lying, but I'm ignoring all the rules. I am ignoring all the rules to just say I did it, right? To just check it off my list. I don't know if that's good or not, but it makes me happy. So I I technically have chapter 2 done. I'm just kind of making sure that it's fully developed the way that I want. And this is not a PG-13 book. This is very much an explicit book. Okay, so I'm writing the spice and rice, and it's nice, and it's so much going on with it. But I've already went through the edits of the first chapter, so now I'm working on the second chapter of my book, and it's really exciting to see like how many people are so supportive. Because right now I have beta readers because I want to make sure that, one, the book makes sense outside of my mind, right? But also getting feedback on like how things is developing in the book is super helpful. So I have people who I can trust, people who I feel like has good experiences with books, who have very different perspectives than myself, to really give me that different angle of my story. So just a little writing Bonnie book update. I am currently trying to finish a book, one of my books. I have wrote many books. I have never considered letting people outside of my family read said books, but I was talking to Jamie, and me and Jamie have been talking all year about our books and what we're writing. We have like these book sessions where we just kind of brainstorm and throw different things against the walls and see what sticks, and I love it. It is so fun. My creative juices just be flowing. But now I'm like, let's actually finish a book. Let's actually do it. So this is a long-winded way to say I'm working on my book. I'm working on getting pages. I released the first chapter back in February. I went on Wattpad, y'all. Okay, this will tell y'all how nervous this makes me. So I released my first chapter on Wattpad, right? This was in February. My sister stayed over, I want to say a week ago. So around my birthday. So from February to like April 3rd or 4th or something like that. I hadn't looked at my book. I hadn't looked at it. I haven't checked on it. I just released that chapter into the world and I said, leave me the F alone. My glasses are brightening because I'm pulling it up now to show you guys what I'm talking about. I literally put that chapter up and was like, I did my part. Y'all leave me alone. Never talk to me, right? And then my sister was like, how is your book doing? How is that going? And I'm like, I don't know. She's like, what do you mean you don't know? She's like, what do you mean? I was like, I don't know. I posted it and never looked again. And I was like, I should probably check this. I should probably look at this. I should probably see, right? I'm gonna pull this up so you guys can see with your own eyes because I didn't believe it. But look at my book. It's right there. Don't ask. It's called Sugar Baby, yes. I'm trying to get this camera to, but yeah, so apparently this is a thing. It was 100, the first time I checked it was like 130 or something, and now it's number 20 in the romance section. I don't really know what those things mean, but my sister said it was really good, and they both read it, and then they shared it with their friends, so I'm at like 60 views. I feel pretty good about that. I know it's not a lot. I know for some people they're like, oh my gosh, that's so little. I am celebrating the win that I actually, one, got over my fear of other people reading my writing. Huge fear of mine. That's why I didn't take up creative writing in college, because I was like, I can't handle people reading and dictating my work. I am sensitive, but I got over that. I released my first chapter of my book, one of my books, and I feel pretty great about it, actually. I got nothing but good feedback from those who've read it. Of course, the grammatical errors and stuff like that I worked through. I'm working with now someone who's going to help me with editing, but I love it. And that just makes one of my goals for the year to actually finish a book seem more obtainable, because I'm actually doing the things. Like, this year is all about action, 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 action. And that's funny because I used to write scripts and do web series, whole nother story, but it is so great. Totally not book related, right? Totally not reading related, I should say, but it's my book related and I love it. Who knew little old me could be a writer? But anyway, just a side note. So I took my break. I did a little bit of editing. I now have the first chapter completely done as far as editing. I'm not adding to it or anything, so I feel confident in that. So I'm gonna update the initial posting. I post my book on my Instagram and that was it. I just kind of like gave it to him with a link and whoever saw it, and then the rest was history. You never see it again. No more comments unless you like followed me on Wattpad and you're reading it. It's definitely mature. Definitely ongoing is how I would describe it. But anywho, so now what I'm gonna be doing is finishing up some reading. I wanna get to at least 60% of this book, and then it's already 7:18. I feel like time flies, literally flies after work. I get off between like 4:30 and 5, and then I look up, I cook dinner, do a little bit of cleaning of my space, and the next thing you know, it's bedtime. It's a struggle, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. But back to my book. Sorry, I feel very ranty right now. I feel like I'm all over the place in this vlog. I'm sorry in advance, but back to this. So I am almost at part 2. Actually, I should probably be able to, no, I don't want to set that goal, because I will set a goal for a book to read it and then the next thing you know, I don't even finish reading. So I'm not going to set that goal, but I do need to update my Storygraph to say that I finished Coldest Winter Ever. I mean, not ever, Coldest Winter. Geez, I keep calling that book The Coldest Winter Ever. But I also need to check on my Sims. I already told you guys, me and my sisters have been playing games. So I am currently playing The Sims, writing a book, reading books, working on a new job, a little bit of everything, in my opinion. I'm really having a good time over here. I'm eating healthy. I am working out. I am doing a lot. Y'all want to see my brain? So here is my, if you guys can see this, I'm going to try my best, but right up in here, I'm just going to zoom just a little bit. But this is where my brain processes my book. So I'm asking questions that I want people who are reading to ask and then eventually answer. I was reading that the best writer starts backwards, so I was trying to do the same. This looks crazy, and every time someone steps into my office, they're like, why does this say sugar baby? Are you a sugar baby? No, I have an entire husband. Am I spoiled? A little bit. So all of a sudden my Sims, when I'm ready to play, wants to update. So I'm going to wait till that updates, and then I'm going to check out my Sims and see what they're doing. And then I'm going to finish up some more reading. So okay, so I went past my chapter that I wanted to stop at. I wanted to stop at part 2, right? Part 2, but I read the first 2 chapters of this section and they were pretty short, so it makes sense. It's starting to get a little steamy, and I'm sorry, I probably see the glare from my game, but I am still playing The Sims on the side as I am reading. And baby, it's starting to get steamy. 2 of the characters are starting to, how you doing? They real flirty. So the last part that I read, the magician made a comment. She's like flirting with him a little bit. She's like, oh, I guess I'll sleep in your bed. He's like, the only way you're sleeping in my bed is if I'm in it. Okay. Well, I feel like I should be closing my eyes a little bit, but that's the last part I read. So there is this steaminess, there is this uproar, there is this pull that you feel throughout the story, and magic, and I am thoroughly enjoying this. So I am on part 2, like I said, and it's really good. I don't have that much left, but let's just say it's 500, just so we can, you know, do the math. But I have like 200 pages left of this. I'm probably gonna be reading this throughout the week. I'm not gonna try to knock it out all in one day or anything. I'm taking it slow this month. It is nostalgic readathon, right? So we chilling, we vibing, no big deals. But I am gonna try to read a little bit of Circling Back to You. So far, it's okay. It's cute. I love her writing. Her writing is so, what's the word I'm looking for? It's relatable because it's like millennials and working and being workaholics and all the things that I hold dear and near and have those experience with. But then you have this little cutesy romance. So I love a good cutesy romance. I've been staying off, and sorry, I'm looking all over the place. I went to David Buster's for my niece's birthday, and TT racked up. So look how freaking cute this is. For those who don't know, I'm obsessed with cows. I love cow prints. I love cows. Honestly, all of like the black and white animals are kind of my thing. So like pandas, cows, whatever, you know? And I saw this and I was like, I have to have it. I have to have it. It's a pig in a cow costume. The cutest. And then I also got a random beaver. My husband, I mean, not beaver. This is an otter. Jeez, my husband told me to get the otter. So I got the otter. Yeah, that was totally random, but they were laying on the sofa. I spend way too much time on this floor. I spent a lot of time on this floor. I'm so happy that I got this rug. It's super comfy, but I spent a lot of time on this floor. Mostly because I'm reading, but I am really liking this. I knew in the beginning it was gonna be a little hard, but I started off with the audiobook and then I started reading it and then audiobook, and then because I wanted to read it while I go to bed, I have it on my Kindle. So I have currently 3 versions of this book and I really, really want to finish them, but I'm liking it so far. But yeah, I'm gonna try to read a little bit of Circling Back to You, and I opened another one of my birthday gifts, and I'm opening my gifts pretty late. Today is like the 14th, 15th, something like that. I have no concept on time after work. I'm letting y'all know that now. But I opened some more of my gifts and they're so sweet. I normally wait to open my gifts on camera, and I remember someone saying like, it just seems so unauthentic for people to like get excited and all this stuff for the camera, for the views. Sweetie, I'm going to put in a clip right here for you all to see. That's not a gimmick. That's not something I do for the camera. I genuinely freak out about gifts. I have always been that way. What is it?
Open your eyes.
Is it a fish tank? It's a fish tank, isn't it?
Open your eyes.
3, 2.
No, I'm scared. Is this my birthday gift?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's a TV?
You'll see. Just open up your eyes. Got her a whole new one. An iMac.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Please.
Happy
You
birthday.
said this was...
Happy birthday, TD.
Yep. Right color, right?
Here, I'm gonna put in a clip of my husband giving me my gift and me literally being like super emotional because of it. When I say your girl gets super emotional about things, because I appreciate things. Let's be clear, I work my ass off for everything I have, and I assume that about everyone. So for you to work your tail off and say, you know what, I want to give something to someone else, that means so much to me. And I don't know if people understand that it doesn't necessarily have to be like a book or you purchasing something, but the fact that you are thinking of me is just the sweetest thing to me. So I absolutely adore the gifts that I've gotten, and the fact that people care enough about me to even think of me on a day. Because let's be honest, right? We make content, we make videos, we make things to make you laugh, cry, feel, think. We do all those things here on YouTube, but you all take that to another step. because I've always wanted to create content. Let's just be honest. Your girl likes to talk. Your girl likes to be in the mix of things that I care about. Not everything. Keep the drama for your mama. But I like the things that I like, and I get super hyper focused and fixated on it. But I found a space where that's okay, where I can love out loud and I could be obsessed and enjoy it. So for those who like to talk about consumerism and stuff like that, that's fine for you. Just don't bring that over here, because your girl work her tail off and I like to see my money. I just realized that. My sister said this over the weekend. She's like, you just like to see your money. And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, because you're a collector at heart. Like when you love something, you get it. You live with it. It's with you. It's in you. It's outside. It's surrounding your space. And she's right. When I love something, it is everywhere. Hence why my husband photos is everywhere. And books are everywhere, and clothes and shoes and things like that. And yes, it's not good. I mean, we all know society is crumbling as we speak. But I enjoy the little things, and those are the little things that make me happy and bring me joy. And that's what I've been focusing on. It's just the little things that bring me joy. Anywho, I am again ranting, going into a whirlwind of words, but I wanted to say thank you. I'll show you guys what I got in a video eventually, but I didn't want to have like a reveal based on just like, it's always a miserable ass person somewhere that got something negative to say. So it just made me feel like y'all give me the icks sometimes, like icks. But you know what? I saw this post by Denzel Washington where he said, people who do, and people who can't talk about people who do. And that just resonated so much with me, because I do a lot. I know I do a lot. And I know there are people who can't do what I do, so they talk about what I'm doing. And that's okay. I mean, if that fits your boat, but I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Anywho, I am going to end it here for the night. I'm gonna read Circling Back to You for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go spend some time with my hubby. I will check you guys tomorrow. Hi friends. We have made it to another day of vlogging. We made it, y'all. In this moment, the moment I turned this camera on, I was thinking about my calendar. I have not kept up with my daily affirmations with my calendar. I have not. So I need to get up and do that. Even though it's 6:19 p.m. and the day is over, I just finished work. But I need to do that. Also, nothing bothers me more than these cords to my TV. If I could just put an electric socket behind this TV, that would make me such a happy camper. But anywho, let's go see what the daily affirmation is for today. We're doing real vlog style. Okay. So I got this off TikTok, and it has these little affirmations on it for every single day. But I have not changed it since my birthday. Please ignore my husband burping very, very loud. Today's the 17th. Okay. So yesterday's was, you will be seeing miracles as long as you take a deep breath. Today's was, there's only one corner of the universe you can be sure of improving, and that's your own. So that's pretty cool. I got that from TikTok and forgot about it and hasn't updated since my birthday. So that just tells you how consistent I am. I got this arc from, there was a paper. I don't know where it went. Haha, inside of the book. Okay, we're so excited to send you this advanced copy of the book our team has fallen in love with. Devil is Fine. And it's about a biracial American fighting to reconcile the past when he inherits a former plantation passed down by the men of his white mother's side of the family. Okay. Well, that says everything I need to know. He's biracial. Thank you for this advanced copy. And it looks like it comes out sometime in June. So here's their official stamp and letter. Thank you so much for that. But what is on the agenda today? So today is Wednesday, which is my late day because I don't have to wake up early because tomorrow's my rest day for workouts. So I get to stay up a little bit later. My husband cannot stay up later, so he has to go to bed, but I get to stay up a little bit longer. So with that, I'm going to attempt to edit this video that was supposed to drop on Monday. It is now Wednesday. If it's done today, then you guys will see it tomorrow. If it's not, then y'all gonna see it next week. I'm a little behind on editing. I have a lot of recording done, but I need to edit. So there's that. I got caught up last night. Circling back to you is very cutesy. We're at the part where Matt is basically getting hounded by his grandmother to settle down and to spend more time with his family. And Candace, his not new, but his friend at work, who he originally was attracted to, but she didn't get him no kind of vibes that she wanted the same, so he chilled on her. He is now on the phone with his grams, and she pops up and she's like, oh, I'm so excited to talk to you. I've heard such great things. So the grandma is like, oh, you have a girlfriend? That's great. You should bring her down. Bring her down when you come visit the family for the holidays. And he's too ashamed to tell her, this is just a friend, even though he doesn't want a friendship with her. But little does he know, Candace also has a crush on him, but she doesn't want to be presumed as the girl that's being inappropriate at work. But now, Candace is now considering leaving the company and working somewhere else. So he's very much in the mindset of now or never. So yeah, that's the update with this one. Again, I'm not that far, but I'm liking it. The Last Magician, I have not read anything past the 5th chapter of part 2. So I'm going to try to put a dent in that tonight. I don't know when though. I got a lot of stuff on my agenda today. So I have to edit the video. I need to finish writing chapter 2 of Sugar Baby, my book. Need to finish that. And I need to read. So we have a jam-packed evening. It's 6 o'clock if I'm consistent. I need to put my phone on Do Not Disturb because that's what always happens. I make a plan, I get it started, and then my phone rings, it texts, I get a message, something distracts me, and then 2 hours flies by. So I'm going to try my best to be consistent because I don't want to stay up too late. Too late. Last time, my butt didn't go to bed until like almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and then I slept through my first 2 alarms and woke up 30 minutes before I had to be at work. So yes, I work from home, but I like to shower before I come in my office and all that, so no stinky butts in my chair. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on editing, and I will check in with you guys later. Hi friends. I totally forgot that I was doing a vlog, and I have not updated in like 2 days, so sorry. Let's jump right into some updates. So the first update that I have not read that much. I am currently on part 3 of The Last Magician and still loving it. Still in there like swimwear. I'm still excited about it, and I'm happy that I like it because again, I have I think all of the release books in the series, so I'm happy I like it because the worst is not liking the first book of a full series. I told myself I was gonna stop buying series for that reason, but like at the same time, what if I love it and I don't have the second book to start? So I'm battling that. I am also further encircling back to you, and we're starting to get more of a big picture of the characters Matt and Constance. Constance is very much like me. At work, in professional settings, I'm very professional. I own my shit. I take my shit. I do my shit. And when it comes to family, I'm just mush. I'm just mush when it comes to family. And Candace has the similar scenario in her kind of setup. And then with Matt, for him, it's more of, we're learning that he is very much a go-getter, but he also is questioning, like, is his priorities straight? Should he be focusing on a partner and kids, because most of his family, cousins, relatives are all getting married, and he doesn't want to be that uncle that's like a notorious bachelor, you know? And I get that, especially in my age group where so many people have full-fledged families at my age, right? Like, People always could think I'm younger than what I am, but I'm not a baby. I don't have milk behind my ears, trust me. But it makes me think about like how certain people believe that at certain ages you should be a family, or you should have a family, or have a baby, or be married, or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like, it's so many kind of expectations that comes with age, and it was very interesting to see that from a male's perspective in the book. I personally think you should do whatever the hell you want, when you want, and how you want. But that's just me. What else? And then I told you guys a little bit about how I ended up with an editor. I was just kind of coasting until a member of my book club was like, yeah, what are pages at? And I was like, I can't give you pages because I need somebody to come edit this. And one of my members were like, yeah, I'll do it. And I was like, okay, so I technically have an editor now, and I feel very fancy to say that. So shout out to Becky Duff. If you're not following her, she makes book content too. So please, please, please make sure you follow her and tell her Bonnie sent you, because she is a grace from goodness, okay? But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm currently editing or reviewing some edits me and her kind of share. And she's fantastic. Also, her edits make me laugh because she makes little comments and it's so cute. And I just love this process. I think I'm falling in love with the process. I've always loved to write. I've always loved writing, literally always, all through my life, no matter what. I've always been a writer, whether it be journals, short stories, fun stuff. You know, I love everything about language and storytelling. So yeah, that's just the big picture. And I told myself I'm gonna at least try to finish a book by the end of this year. Hello, we're in April, right? So mama got time. I'm on break from school, so mama got time. Now that everything is going kind of aligning a little bit better, I want to make sure I am doing the things, because the more that I'm learning, the more that I'm doing, the more that I'm falling in love. So am I going to take this 1000% serious? Of course, I do everything with seriousness, but I also have that thought of, ooh, I am on the other side of the book community, and sorry for my computer's literally right here, so it's going to sleep while we're talking. But I am part of the book community, the bookish community. I read books, I make content on books, and I know the craziness that goes on in this community. The I don't even know what to call it. I'm just gonna leave it at craziness. And I keep asking myself, like, are you sure you are prepared to release another layer of you into this space? And the answer is, I don't know. I don't freaking know. Because I know this community, I know the other half of this community. As a reader, I know how people talk about stories and how they're delivered and how they're done and all this other thing. So of course I'm gonna do it the best of my abilities, but there's always gonna be criticism. And I'm a big baby, so just remember that, keep that in mind. Do I want people to lie to me? Hell no. If you ain't digging it, you ain't digging it. But at the same time, you ain't gotta read it. You ain't gotta support it. And I would hope that at any point that is very clear, right? Some stories just ain't for everybody. And I don't think my stories are for everyone, but the people that my books are for, they will find them. But also, I am open to criticism. Like, it's a weird, I'm kind of in this weird space where I'm like, I'm gonna find the people that's for me, and at the same time, I am willing to learn as well. Because I'm not perfect and I'm new. I'm still learning how to, you know, work things out. But I have morals, I have decency, I have a certain standard I hold myself to, and I'm gonna hold myself accountable to. And I'm not willing to sell my soul for the things that certain people are willing to sell their souls for. I'm just not that girl. I'm not that girl, baby. I can't help you. I'm sorry, I can't. But that is just a quick update so far for today. Now, I did get some books. I just received some books, so I'm gonna not show them on this vlog because, again, say it with me now, we have a haul, we have a haul, we have a haul. And so far, I think I have 2 hauls that are coming your way. I have my birthday book haul, and then I have my haul of books that I received, and I have yet to kind of go over them on the channel. So we're gonna work through that. We're gonna make sense of that. But that is my update for today. What am I doing today? I am gonna be working on edits. I'm gonna be doing some unboxing the stuff that's in these boxes. So yeah, that is my update for today. I'm gonna do some reading later on tonight, so I might do a little snippet clip it, you know, snip snip here, there. Oh, I just went to Costco too. Costco, I'm gonna need y'all to work on y'all book selection. Your book selection is a little concerning. Okay? I love you, Costco. Don't get mad at me. Don't be upset. But I need y'all to work on that selection because I didn't see a lot of people of color in that section. I digress. But okay, I'm gonna leave y'all alone. I'm just doing my thing today. I needed the weekend to hurry up because I was exhausted from work. So I'm gonna get to planning, I'm gonna get to editing, and I'm gonna get to unboxing, and I will check you guys out later when I am reading. Alrighty, yo. What the fuck did I just read? What did I just read? I just finished The Last Magician. Oh my goodness. This book, let's talk real fast because I'm on a book high right now. I haven't talked a lot about what the book is about intentionally throughout this vlog, but baby, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of a synopsis, a little bit. I'm unclear on names right now. I just finished it and I'm already forgetting names. There's magic. Everyone has their own powers and they use these like gems or whatever to help them use their magic or whatever. But the main character goes back in time because she's been raised for this ultimate solution to what they call the brink. And the brink is basically a bridge that basically kills magical beings, is my understanding, or it takes their magic to the point that they're almost dead, something along those lines. And it's in New York, and they're basically like trying to figure out how to get rid of this so magical beings can move and groove however they want or whatever. Esta has been raised to steal the things that they need to destroy the brink, right? Raised by this guy. He has a bunch of like magical kids he's been fostering and taking care of to basically pull off this incredible heist so they can all destroy the brink, right? So she goes back in time and her bracelet or whatever breaks, so she's kind of stuck getting the current one, right? So there's one in the past that she goes back to get, and the one that she had is destroyed because I'm assuming that they can't coexist in the same timeline. At least that's my hypothesis, right? She was supposed to go back and get this book. This book is the key to using all of these resources to effectively destroy the brink. And she has to go to find the magician in order to get the book. So of course she goes back in time, finds the magician. It's some stuff going on between her and the magician. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. But there's deceit, there's betrayal, there is so, oh my, this is really good. Like, I'm really good. And there's a twist in the end, and I'm like, this is really good. I'm like shocked. I'm shocked at how much I enjoyed this book. Hold on, let me go on my Storygraph. Hold on. I just want to see what the general like thought is on this book because my brain's like, what? Okay. Before I look at Storygraph, because I don't want to be my ranking to be manipulated, I think this is like a 4.5. Like, it's high. Like this was high. Like I'm thinking 4.5 right now. This was fun. She thick, but this was fun. Love the characters. Love the characters. They did a good job on the characters, because there's two characters that come to mind. This is how I know they do a good job on the character. If I can find two people I loved and two people I hated. That's how I know they did a good job with characters. And there's two characters I'm like, you should have died. You should have died. They should have killed you. They had a chance and they didn't take it. But also two characters I'm like, I love you. You're amazing. You're incredible. Why you? This was fun. Oh shoot, I should have Googled to see if this author's problematic before I read this book, but I've had this series for a while, so if this author is problematic, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. I don't know how to feel now. I have not seen, I just did a quick Google, and so far I haven't seen nothing crazy, but now I have to do some more research, because baby, that's the downside to like this space. Is like, are you a shitty person? Please don't be a shitty person, because I actually enjoyed this. This is my first time reading her work. I have a few on my shelves, and that just took away the joy of reading. If this woman is trash or not. If she's not, then great. I will live in the abyss, but if she problematic, I ain't gonna do it. She's good. Okay, cool. Because I was about to say, wrap it up, get them up out of here. I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I thoroughly like this. The twist at the end was giving. It was really giving, because I was not prepared for that. And someone said, I read a really quick comment that someone said the magic system was a little difficult to track or keep up with. I followed it just fine. Also, I'm looking at my shelves right now. They need to be straightened. They need to be straightened. It's mostly because I'm doing this double stack thing where if they're short enough, they can stack on top of each other, because I really want to see all my books. I see people pull shelves and they have like books behind books. That bothers me. Also, I am afraid of getting bookworms, because I was watching this video and this girl's like, yeah, you can get bookworms. You got to make sure that your books can breathe and all this other stuff. And I'm like, you can do what? Like, you can get what? Pull my books forward so they have like that ventilation or air or whatever the hell you want to call it. But I also don't like not seeing my books. Like, I need to see my babies, okay? So that's just like random fun facts about me, that I'm crazy. I'm afraid of my books getting moldy and getting bookworms and stuff like that. And I read that, I saw a video that pulling your books forward and having that space behind them actually is very good for them. And be careful in sunlight, which I don't have that problem because I don't have like a window in my office. It's just the doors, the pane doors. Okay, so wanting to do an update on the bingo board, because I haven't talked a lot about the Nostalgia Readathon in this vlog. So let me update you guys. I have done 2 bingos so far, and I have it here on my phone. So I've done 2, including the free space. So I did B diagonally, and then I did N straight down, and I'm considering doing O because I've done most of the things in this one, and this will be an easy one. I've done the Keenan and Kel, eat your favorite childhood snack. I've done the Bratz dress up. I've done that already because I had a party that I did it at. Read a comic book. I read a comic book. It was Squad, about the girls who can turn to werewolves. I love the beginning of it. I thought it was good, but then the ending kind of had me looking side-eye, because why is the black girl the villain? Ugh. And then try to make her seem like she was sneak dissing. Yeah, the ending was not for me. Like, I love the little romance that happened, but like the black, that's the best, that's what you came up with? Y'all got one black friend and she the villain? Yeah, I didn't like that. Moving on. The Wild Thornberries, read a book with talking animals, and then I read my Babysitter's Club book already. So I don't know if I have a book about with talking animals. I want to say there's some middle grade somewhere on these shelves that I just don't think of. Does it count if it's a dragon? Like, does it count if it's a talking dragon? Because if it's a talking dragon, I already did that one too. Do we count dragon as animals over here? Because if so, Before She Ignites has that, and Flamecaster had dragons, and I finished both of those, so I don't know. We'll see. But that was my update. I technically am like 1 book away from 3 bingos. I didn't want to do a blackout. I knew I wasn't going to do a blackout because, hello, I already told you guys I was busy. I was finishing up finals for school. I was getting that knocked out. I was working all the birthdays with the fam bam. I have a birthday tomorrow. Eep. So as you can see, there's plenty of things to be done. But now I think I'm just gonna chill. That was a great book. I really, really thoroughly enjoyed it. It was so good. So good. I will be continuing as long as the author isn't problematic. I need to do some more research on that. But I do have another, I gotta make sure I have the next book. I know I have other parts of the series, but I need to make sure it's the next one. But now I think I'm probably gonna figure out dinner. That's all I'm doing. I might pick up Circling Back to You, but it's no pressure to get that done because it wasn't on the bingo board. So I can finish that whenever, but it's good. It's like I'm 50% in, so nothing too crazy. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna play some video games and go snuggle my husband because he's watching the game right now. Hi friends. I just got back from brunch for my sister's birthday, so I literally have a tank top and sweatpants on. But doing a quick update on life, but mostly reading. So for life, yesterday celebrated my sister's birthday at my place. It was really nice. It was fun. It was just some family. You know, we're very family oriented if you didn't know this, but I hung out with my family. And then today was her brunch. So we just left breakfast like a couple hours ago, and now I'm back editing content and working through my book again. Doing both. I am so proud of myself. Can I just say that? Like, I am very proud of myself, but also very grateful of the space that I'm in. I look at like things that has happened this year, and baby was tired. It was very tiring and emotionally overwhelmed. But now I feel like I'm in the best place, in a good space, and I'm just gonna, you know, acknowledge that because I never do. I just busy myself with all these things that I don't acknowledge when I'm feeling good. So I'm going to take this moment to say, I feel great, I'm feeling great, and life is good. So good. So let me get you guys an update on books. Yesterday I finished The Last Magician. We talked about it. We quorummed. I did a little bit more research on just overall the series. A lot of people loved the first book, the second book, and the fourth book. I did not get as much vibes with the third book, which kind of makes me nervous, but I think it's official to say I will be finishing with the series so far. So far I have finished The Last Magician. I would even reread that one. I'm just gonna be honest, I really enjoyed it. It was a vibe. Anywho, what did I finish today? So I didn't finish Circling Back to You. I'm actually on like chapter 14 or 15, but I am really loving it. We now have, it has escalated, that Candace and Matt, I was going to say I don't remember his name, but now that we have the forced proximity introduced to the story for work, and he's like being exposed to her outside of work stuff, like her family and whatnot. And it's just really interesting. It's still a cutie. I still am enjoying it. I'm telling y'all, I really like her. I really like her as an author. She's bae right now. I think it's cute. I think it's cute. And the fact that she's like, Candace is very much like, at work, but at home she's very much like, ugh. And I said that yesterday when I was talking about it. But the more that I read, the more that I get that vibe. And Matt, on the other hand, is, I won't say flirty, but he's a salesman. He knows all the right things to say to perk the eyes, the little hint of flirtation, if you will. But what I like about his character is he's a goofball. Like, he's so silly. So when she's angry or upset or frustrated or annoyed, he makes like these little quirks that I personally fall for in a guy. Like, if a guy can make me laugh, if a guy is goofy, like, for example, a lot of people think my husband is like super serious and intimidating when they first meet him, and then I'm just like, for one, he's a teddy bear, but also he's a goofball because I'm a goofball. So just like that goofiness and that silliness. So whenever she's like frustrated, there's been 2 moments so far in the book where she's been frustrated or overwhelmed, and he's cracked a joke and it like immediately fizzles. So I thought, I love books like that where the guy is silly and goofy and the girl's kind of like, I'm so serious because I gotta focus and I have dreams and I have goals. But the guy's like, you could do all that, but also it could be pleasant too. So I just love that feature about this story. Again, she might be my bae right now. And then also, I really like how the dynamic of the family is being presented. I love how it's not just like, yeah, my family is mean, like my dad's mean and he's stubborn and he doesn't listen to anyone, etc., etc., etc. It's giving us more of the why behind the what, not just giving these people characteristics and then just going with it. It's legit like, oh, my dad lost his wife, but even when his wife was around, here is who he is and how he is and what happened. Like, I love a good backstory. And I feel like each character right now has a great setup in my mind anyway. Like, I feel like they're individualized with care. So I'm thoroughly liking this little rom-com because it's definitely a rom-com in my head. So I'm on chapter 14 right now. And I'm going to read this next. I'm going to read this tonight and probably into next week because I don't plan on finishing it. I don't want to rush through this one. I just want to kind of enjoy it and love it. But let's talk about another book. I totally did not talk about this book at all this week. So I'm sorry about that. But I randomly picked it up, what was that, Friday? And was like, oh, mentally, I'm not ready for this. Like, this was a lot real fast. This was a novella done very, 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 very well. The captain's daughter, they're on this ship, they're on this shuttle in the middle of the world, middle of space, and they are low on things, right? They have a large population of people on the ship, and their food supply, I think, is what's going low, or resources is what's going low with the amount of people, whatever. And there's things starting to happen on the ship that is like unexplainable, and the captain isn't responding. He's like in his corridors, I guess, and he's not responding when his daughter comes to him. Every time something goes wrong, she's like, Dad, this is what's going on. I don't know if you can hear me. Like, is everything okay over there? And then there's like this droid or drone, or I don't even know what it's called. It's like a, let me look. I forget what it's called, but it's not human. Can we just call it AI for now? I'm just going to call it AI for now. But there's like this, let's call it companion. That sounds even better. An AI companion with the main character's daughter. And yes, Jacqueline, that's the daughter's name. Oh my gosh, Jacqueline is a bad ass. Not only does she simultaneously kind of move into her dad's position because he's in a, incapacitated, let's just say that, because we don't know, I don't want to spoil it, but we don't know if her dad's like alive or not alive, but they find out that there's aliens on the ship and they're hungry. They are attacking the humans on the ship. Oh my God. Okay. I didn't know what I was getting into when I picked this up. I just randomly picked it up because it was short. And I was like, oh, I was supposed to read this a couple months ago. Let me go ahead and pick it up and actually read it. But it's definitely a sci-fi read for the Nostalgic Readathon. So I am doing that. But I finished this today. And oh my goodness, it was so good. The more that I think about it, I think I'm going to increase the ranking. I gave it a 4, but I'm really leaning towards a 5 right now. But ultimately, Black Girl Magic, it was incredible. It was amazing. It was short and it snatches you in right away. Like, it's such a good read. I don't know what to tell y'all. If you're into sci-fi, because you got to think about it. I am a girl who watched like Star Trek and Doctor Who, and I really, really, really like this narrative, right? This plot type. And I haven't read it in a book in, I don't think I have read it in the book version, to be honest. I don't read a lot of sci-fi, although I really love sci-fi. Don't judge me, y'all. Don't judge me. Who, you know, my brain be doing its own thing. But this was such a good effing read. That's all I can really say, because I don't want to give the plot away because it's so juicy. It's so fast. Round of applause for that author. It is incredible. You should read it if you haven't. If you saw it, pick it up. If you haven't, this is your reason why. And honestly, I think it's like 5 hours of, if you decide to go audiobook style. I hear that one of my favorite audiobook voice actors, why did I say it that way, y'all? I'd be all over the place. But my favorite voice actor, Bonnie, I think it's Bontenay. Don't quote me, but Bonnie, I know her name's Bonnie too, just saying. But I love her as an audio voice actor. I don't know why I keep saying audio, but I love her as a voice actress, and I know she does the audiobook. So that's another way that you can read it. It's so juicy, it's so good, it's incredible. What else? I was supposed to go to the library yesterday and write, but they were cleaning out the offices on Saturday, so I said, I'm just gonna chill with the fam bam, and that's what I did. I read yesterday and today. But yeah, this was a good reading week, to be honest. Last Magician, The Scorch, Between Stars, and Circling Back to You. I had a really good reading, and I finished 2 books this week and 1 more to go. This was a good, I feel good, y'all. I really do. So what I'm gonna do today, I am just going to finish up editing. I finished editing for my book already, so I'm just editing new content for my personal channel. Someone said they tried to follow my personal channel, but the link was messed up, so I will get that fixed in this video. The link will be below if you want to check me out. I just be talking and we just be vibing. Also, I've been drinking a lot of sparkling water and it gives me a lot of energy. And that's weird because I know for a fact there is no caffeine in it. I don't know. But, yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much. Let me know in your comments down below if you guys like bookish vlogs, if I should keep doing them. I have no idea what this braid is doing. It's mad disrespectful. Hold on, y'all. So the only thing I was supposed to do this month that I didn't do was change my stickers, but I'm gonna wait until May so I can start them new with the new month. I don't know why things like that matter to me, but it does. It's a part of my refresh. So I'll add that to my monthly refresh. And if you're following my other channel, you can check it out there. But yeah, I'll update that next month. And then today I am just gonna be reading this. Comment down below, do we like bookish vlogs? Is that a thing? Also, would you wanna see the romance? I got a lot of romance books for my birthday, which I love that. Because I still don't know what my favorite genre is. I'm just going to let y'all know right now. I am a cover buyer, and if I see beautiful blackness, I'm going to grab it. And honestly, I don't really be checking the vibes for what genre it is. I barely read the back of books. This is how we know it's unhealthy over here. But I'm working on that. But I'm thinking about doing some recommendation videos, whether it be romance or I want to say fantasy and cozy mystery, but we'll see. I don't want to make no promises here. We know things are about to slow down for me just for the month of May, but then it hacks back up in June, so I don't want to do too much. And then next month in May, I'll be starting back our live sprints. So again, your girl got a lot on my plate. I'm working through some things, okay? But anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Y'all let me know if we like it. If we like these, I will keep doing these. But y'all let me know. I'm in a very curious mood lately. I just want to try a bunch of things and see what happens. So you guys let me know what kind of content you want to see from this channel. Anywho, it's your girl Books with Bonnie. I'm out.